Hello, in this video I will talk about the worst Fnaf plushies. We will talk about why I think they are bad, and maybe even how we could improve them. All of the plushies I will be talking about are made by Funko, because Shanxi, the company that produced the first plushies, actually have really high quality plushies that are cute and faithful to their design in the game. All of these are very good plushies, but Funko on the other hand, let's just say that some of their plushies are good while some are just downright terrible. Before we talk about the awful, terrible, no good, bad, I'd first like to talk about some Funko plushies that, actually look decent. Because I want to be at least a little positive in this video. Like, I think that most of the Five Nights at Freddy's 6 plushies actually look really good. Like, for example, Rockstar Freddy, Lefty, and Helpy. I think these plushies are pretty similar to their designs in FNAF 6, and they are really cute, like plushies should be. Also, the Fazbear Fanverse plushies are amazing. They are really good and I love them. Okay, that's enough positivity for the day. Let's talk about the bad stuff. But before that, please remember that this video is just my opinion. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me in the comments below. Also, please like and subscribe. Let's start. The first plushie we will talk about is, oh my god, yep, the plush that will start this video off is nard. He just looks like a weird baby or something, like a doll. I don't think the slim body works on him at all. It's actually a theme in the sister location line of plushies. Ballora and Circus Baby also have this weird slim body type that is much different from the usual FNAF plushie format. I do not think that the slim format works that well on these two either, but it looks the absolute worst on nard. I don't think it fits him at all, and his head, it just looks weird, and his limbs, they just look so awful. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think the design of nard translates well into the FNAF plushie format. I mean, most of his body is just wires, and that doesn't really look good on a plush. So I get why this plush is, well, the way it is, but I think they could have tried more. I feel like they should have made him the normal FNAF plush body format and made his wiring less weird. I think getting the wiring into the plush format right would be difficult to do, but I feel like it would be possible and look way better than whatever this is. I just feel like they should have tried more, and the face overall is just weird. I get that nard himself has a weird face, but I feel like they could have translated his design into the plush format much better. But with that, let's move on to the next awful plush. The next plush we will talk about is Mangle. Funko... What the hell is this? This plushie is just their Funtime Foxy plush, but they gave it weird, ugly, sharp teeth and made one of their eyeballs black with a white pupil. Okay, first of all, this just looks straight up bad. The weird metallic looking teeth do not fit this plush at all. Let's just say it has a face only a mother could love. And even that is giving too much credit. There is barely a resemblance of Mangle here. Mangle has a head, but the rest of Mangle's body has no casing at all. It's just an endoskeleton. So why does this plushie have it? It baffles me to see that this is the design they came up with, because the fact that Mangle's body is mostly parts of endoskeleton limbs connected together is what makes Mangle so unique, and the fact that the plushie doesn't represent that is really bad, because it doesn't accurately represent the character it is based off of. Not only does the body of the plushie have casing, while Mangle's does not, Mangle also has a second head, which is a big part of Mangle's design, and it is absolutely nowhere to be seen on the Funko plush. And there are other things that this plushie doesn't have, like for example, the 3 legs. Mangle has 3 legs, but once again, this plushie proves that it clearly does not care about its source material, because it only has 2 legs. This plushie is honestly an embarrassment. It looks really ugly, and it lacks many visual attributes that Mangle has. Therefore, it is a bad Mangle plush because it barely even resembles Mangle. This design is just so hilariously bad. I know why it is like this though. Why make a new design for this one character when you can just reuse an old design and just tweak some things about it? Next up, we have the Phantom Balloon Boy plush. This is just ridiculous. This plush looks like something you would vomit out. It just looks ugly. So ugly. The colors don't go well together at all. The ugly pukish green paired up with the weird dark red and blue. It just doesn't go well together. It is disgusting to look at. Plushies are supposed to be cute, huggable versions of characters, but this does not achieve that at all. I would be scared to touch this thing. It looks like it would possess me. I don't trust this thing. And just like I said before with nard, the slim body type doesn't fit this plushie at all. It just looks like it's a weird doll that someone spilled a bunch of vomit on. It barely looks like something from the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. It has short little noodle arms. The design is just bad. I get that Phantom BB is very dark and green, but that doesn't change the fact that the plushie looks awful. I feel like they shouldn't have gone with the slim body type and made the colors much better, because they just don't look appealing. Also, where's his propeller? Oh, that thing? That's just some weird patches sticking out. It doesn't look like a propeller at all. His face looks so ugly. This plushie is overall just really bad. They would have to do some big changes to make it actually look good. I just think this plushie is terrible. The next plushie I will talk about is the Springtrap plush. I actually own this plushie, and thankfully mine looks better than what other people got. I don't like this plushie mainly because, well, it kinda doesn't look like Springtrap. Especially the face of the plushie doesn't look like Springtrap. The way its jaw, mouth and nose stick out, it doesn't look like Springtrap. I mean, compare this plushie to Springtrap's face. Like, I can see the resemblance and I can see like what they tried to do, but I mean, they should have gone with a more accurate design. Springtrap's face is relatively flat, but this plushie's face isn't flat at all. Why does this plushie have such bulging eyes? I mean, look at them. I get that it's a plushie and it's supposed to have eyes like that. For example, other plushies have that too. But I mean, I can't quite put my finger on it, but on this plushie it looks normal. But on the Springtrap plush, it just looks super weird. The Springtrap plush looks very silly and isn't accurate to the actual design of Springtrap. But he looks so derpy, I kinda love him for it. He looks so dumb and for some reason I kinda like him for it. But don't get me wrong, the design is still awful. And they could have portrayed Springtrap in plush form much better. I don't think this plush is the worst one, but the design itself is still bad. Although I can understand the capturing a 30-year-old rotten corpse stuck inside of a moldy animatronic robotic suit in plush form can be a bit difficult. The next plushie we will take a look at is this, the Frostbite Balloon Boy plush. This plush is based off of a Fnaf AR skin. These skins can get creative, to say the least. Some Fnaf AR skins actually got merch, like action figures and plushies. One of these skins was Frostbite Balloon Boy. This is how he looks in game. This is how the plush looks. What the hell? I mean, let's first take a look at the Frostbite Balloon Boy model. Frostbite BB looks very creepy because of his empty eyes and creepy mouth. His overall appearance is scary. I think it has to do with the uncanny valley aspect. Frostbite BB resembles a snowman. Snowmen are really friendly things. Usually, they're not supposed to move and they often have a smile on them. However, this nightmarish snowman has empty eyes and creepy sharp teeth, with giant spikes sticking out of him and a quote-unquote balloon that just looks like a deadly weapon. Also, he looks especially creepy in dark lighting. So what I'm basically trying to say is that this guy is straight up terrifying. He has a very unique design, but how does the plushie capture his design? Come on. First of all, he lacks his sign and balloon. I mean, I know Phantom BB didn't have his props too, but in-game, he is rarely seen with those props, so I can let that slide. But this plush and the normal BB plush also don't have it. for some reason. I mean, the Sanshi Chica plush had a cupcake with a magnet inside, so it sticks to Chica's hand. They couldn't have done something similar to that for Balloon Boy and Frostbite Balloon Boy? Anyways, even if Frostbite BB doesn't have his props, is the rest of his design good? Not at all. Just like with nard, he looks like a weird baby, but this issue is even worse on Frostbite BB because like his whole body looks very weird. His slim limbs look really ugly. His whole design just looks like a blank white doll with some blue shit on him and small blue spikes sticking out. The plushie doesn't capture the feeling that the character gives off at all. It just looks awful. He doesn't capture the look of a creepy snowman that came to life and is now trying to kill you. I mean, Funko's Mystery Minis figures captured his design way better, and these figures are supposed to be small, less detailed version of the characters. But this one still has its props and more detail on him, while this full-sized plush has a few spikes, some blue spots, and blue eyes and a blue mouth. The plush doesn't look like snow at all. It really is a shame because I actually really like the Frostbite BB design. It's very creepy and unique. I'd even argue that Frostbite BB is scarier than Nightmare BB. I just think that this plush is really disappointing because they could have made something really cool, but unfortunately they didn't. And now we are stuck with this thing. So, those were the worst Fnaf plushies, or well, not really, those were what I think were the worst Fnaf plushies. If you know some terrible Fnaf plushies that were not mentioned in this video, feel free to comment them in the comments below. Thank you for watching until the end. Like and subscribe. This was GameSpeaking, and goodbye.